What's going on, guys? Welcome aboard, Nomi. Welcome back for some more Mass Effect Legendary Edition Renegade run. If you're excited for this one, do me a favor, hit that like button, subscribe, join, all that good stuff. I think, if I remember correctly, we just talked to this dude, right? Yeah, we did that.
What sort of offer?
I don't know if I did anything else around here, so bear with me, guys. I gotta get my orientation right here. Hey, Chaos, how you doing? How are things?
I said beat it.
That guy's angry. I'm alive? Me too. I woke up alive again. I keep doing that for some reason.
Afternoon. Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
I need to get up to peak 15.
Indeed. That might be difficult. A terrible storm has been unleashed up there.
The administrator won't give us garage access.
Not surprising. Of course, all the managers have access as well. I do, for that matter.
Drugs.
Did you see an Asari matriarch
Drugs.
recently?
Indeed.
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives at the guard detail of commandos.
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
Hey, Riku, how are you?
They rarely
Been too long
venture
since I
beyond
caught you
Asari
streaming.
space.
I haven't been
This
streaming all that
decision
much,
seems to
so...
be surprising. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstripe suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
It does sound like something you'd find on an extranet fetish site. What?
Yeah, Caden, you would know.
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, you can't confiscate biotic powers.
Same,
Asari,
Riku.
and
Very much the
extension,
same.
Benezia is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
Do you know why Benezia is here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant Peak 15.
I have a different question.
Humans are full
Hey,
of
Cody, how you
questions.
doing? Were you just
I
streaming?
should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
Are you Lorik Keen? I heard you might be able to help me.
You are the Spectre that just arrived, are you not? What can an old Turian like me possibly help you with?
Hey, Duck, what's up?
I'm Commander Shepard of the Systems Alliance Navy.
Lots of people showing
It's
up.
too late for cover-ups, Commander. Your picture has been sent to every...
Oh, I'm okay.
I've been warned that speaking to you is grounds for termination.
You know how it is.
Lorik Keen. For the moment, I am the manager of the Synthetic Insights Office.
Taking a 3-martini lunch?
How you guys doing?
Here? If only it were mere indolence. Mr. Analeus closed my office. Claims to be investigating reports of my corruption. The administrator is an interesting man. He's become quite wealthy since he took direct control of Rinks.
I fail to see how this gets me into the garage.
Lucky day off.
The administrator demands rent kickbacks from the companies on Noveria. I acquired evidence of Analeus' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it.
No, you're good, Cody. No
I suspect
problem.
Your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeas,
I appreciate it.
to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office,
Hi,
I will give
Ricky.
you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Why didn't Analeas cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Nafak.
Hi,
How
Jeff.
did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives
Hey,
on the
Cody.
are free to come and go as they will.
That sounds like a fair trade.
Violence against Mr. Analeas' thugs may be necessary. He has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
If he's paying them under the table, they're mercenaries. I can kill mercenaries.
Excellent. Here is my pass into our offices. It will activate the elevator. The evidence is on my office computer. This OSD contains an encryption key to access it. Slide it into the drive and it will auto-execute.
Yeah, I auto-execute when you slide me into your drive.
Off the carpets, would you?
Ha 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 ha. That dude looks cool. Who, Lord Keen? Premature ejaculation joke. Indeed. That is the joke.
Freeze! Hanshan security. This office is sealed.
What do you do if I don't?
You're the Spectre, right? Laura Keene is under investigation.
Analeas is paying you to shake this place down. That makes you a criminal. I can kill criminals.
You're bluffing.
You're right. They're actually going to let me eat you.
He ain't paying me enough to take on Spectres or Alliance troops or whatever. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
Yep, Ein says good morning. He's back. He is back. I guess the other guy died too.
Perimeter secured.
None of the other ones? Nope, just that one. Open sesame. Hey, Bench, how you doing? Binge. It is indeed a binge. Coo.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
Do you plan on making me leave?
Leave? You think I'm gonna let you walk
I'm
out?
doing okay. How are you?
Analeas would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
Look out! You talk the talk.
Ooh.
Now it is fun.
Look up, a cute cat has passed out. Oh, what are you playing? Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Perimeter clear.
Splitgate 2. I need to I haven't played that, obviously. I never played the first one either. I've got this downloaded to play. I gotta start playing that soon.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Of course not. Why would I?
Don't play me, Shepard. Meet me at the hotel for a
Personal
drink
phone
before
kind of
you
fell
talk to
off, so
Keen.
curious how it
I'm
changed.
waiting.
You're doing a lot of multiplayer content lately, I've noticed. Oh, so you have been playing it? I'm gonna be I'm thinking about doing it as like a pre-recorded series. I think I'm gonna record the first episode tomorrow after the stream, and then put it up for members and see how it goes. Get some more pre-recorded content back on the channel. I haven't done that in a long time.
Always a pleasure.
I didn't mean to speak to him
Any
first.
news on that matter I asked you to look
Not
into?
yet.
Not yet.
Well, there are still plenty of drinks I have not yet sampled.
I should let you go.
Let me go. Do humans consider conversation a form of imprisonment? That would explain why so few are willing to sit and talk.
He's still talking to himself. Meant to go to you first.
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Noveria Internal Affairs.
What do you want?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keen to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
You work for Ananias. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, "This month I stole 3 million credits." Keen's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Ananias' guilt in one package.
Why don't you ask Keen directly?
I'm Ananias' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with his evidence?
I thought corruption was the rule on Noveria.
The rule is, don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Ananias is driving customers away.
I'd like to help you, Miss Parasini, but I need Keen's garage pass. It's vital to my mission.
Yes, fate of billions and all that. I couldn't possibly understand how important your work is. You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
Seems we'd help more people if we did as she asks.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
What's happening up on Peak 15?
Before the weather closed in, Hanshan received a Code Omega signal from him. Code Omega
Damn,
means
girl,
there's
calm
no
down.
breach of safety protocols. No one goes up until the crew sends an all clear.
That doesn't tell me much.
That's all I've got. No one knows what's going on up there.
And if the crew never sends an all clear?
The executive board votes whether or not to destroy the facility. One antimatter warhead from the battle stations vaporizes all contaminants.
How can I get to Peak 15?
The shuttles are down, so you'd have to drive up. If you get Keen to testify, I'll get you into the garage.
Do you know why the matriarch is here?
Something to do with Peak 15. She arrived after we received their Code Omega, automated warning of a containment breach. She came with an escort of Asari commandos. They took the last shuttle up to Peak 15 with a load of crates.
Do you know what she had in the crates?
No idea. The commandos wouldn't let anyone near them. They seemed heavy, though.
Keen is offering to pay me. Can you?
I can produce a copy of Ananias' pass for you. I can't move large sums of money without someone noticing.
But I want money.
I'll consider it and get back to you.
If you have any love for the law, you'll talk to Keen for me. Don't disappoint me. You know where I work. Come talk to me when you change your mind.
Let me change my mind. I'm doing it.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Ananias.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
If necessary, yes. Do what I tell you to, or Ananias will find what he's looking for.
It is good to have all our cards on the table. I regret that you have a better hand. Very well, I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Renegade plus 25. Aww. The music went away. Now it's different music.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it.
Haha.
See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
I do believe, indeed, wall safe. Give me things. Wah wah. What are you doing? Caden,
Looks like a hell of a storm outside.
how can you tell? Is he coming, or is it just me and Rex? I think Caden broke. I think Rex broke too. Oh, someone just popped up. Up there he is. I still got Rex. Me and Rex. We got this. That's all I need is a Krogan. Wait, I'm going to the wrong place. Whoopsie. Here we go.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Here we go.
Guess we know what the matriarch had in the crates.
What are these things? Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out. What did you do here, Commander?
Only what I had to. I didn't ask the Geth to attack.
Tis the guest.
Yes. You expect me to... Where did they come from?
Where'd they go? Where'd they come from?
Cargo.
Cotton Eye
We're
Joe.
probably packed in those.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things, there are many more out there.
Guys. Pay attention to the screen. It's our baby Hein. Look at him. Look at the little puppers. Look at the one flipped over here.
We may be seeing a lot more of these things in the coming months.
For 3 centuries, everyone has said the Geth don't come out of the Veil. What is happening out there? I must report the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Aw. Here we go. uh Doop, 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 doop. There we go. Mechanical sounds. Vroom. And they're dead. Wah, 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 wah. We. Where's this one at? Oh, there it is. I can't aim any higher. There we go. Damn aiming. And in we go. Ow. That was easy.
Shields disabled.
up, Tasha? How you doing?
Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility.
I need to change the type of ammo that I'm using. It overheats me too fast. That works. Oh, I forgot we leveled up. Keep doing that. You can keep learning that. You can keep learning that.
Intelligence user interface offline.
How you doing this morning, Tasha?
To get main power back.
About the same. Also hungry.
What moron installed these turrets facing backwards?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Doop, 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 doop. Oh. Theme of the day? What's the theme of the day? Tired and hungry? Come on, come on. Yeah. Probably should get food or figure out what to make the girls. Hey, Ben started streaming.
What was that?
Probably the breed. Don't have a panic attack. I'll protect you.
Loud squeaky rars. Damn it, Caden. Brain to out what the sentence figure out how to make girl. Yes, figure out how to make girl.
I think we got it better.
Took. I'm saying good morning. He's actually more saying, hey, 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 fuck you. Huggles very cute. It's okay, it happens. Indeed. My brain is broken often.
Enemy sighted.
Morning, I'm.
A backup power system, Commander. Must be for this.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
Alright. Puzzle time. Boom.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
Crap, a pop-up.
How do I shut this thing up?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
Commander Shepard, Systems Alliance Navy.
One moment, please. Service record confirmed. Due to the current emergency, you are entitled to secure access of all systems.
Gotcha,
Please
that make it
note that
difficult.
queries relating to corporate
Else my
secrets
glasses
require
on and laptop
privileged
far
access.
away.
Privileged
That'll do it.
access is only available to binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process
Oh god, it's
queries.
almost June.
You may access me at any holographic
Can't believe
interface
how
within
fast this year is going already.
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Do you know why the
Or to
reactor
get
was
more
shut down?
problem, the years are to stay steady.
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time. Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep.
What are the
Pretty
landlines
much.
and why are they disabled?
The landlines
Who is
connect
your
my
daddy
mainframes
and what does he
here at
do?
Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the
Same
hardware
mindset
will
though,
reconnect
probably
and
should add
reboot
one of them
automatically.
logically. I don't count the day I'm on or the day I'm looking forward to.
Tell me what happened here.
I'm sorry, but I need a more specific query.
Tell me what occurred immediately before you shut down.
Stage 1 alert issued at Hot Labs. Contaminants released from Laboratory Pod Gamma. Emergency protocols implemented. Stage 2 alert issued at Hot Labs. Isolation tube breached. Tram shut down. Landline to Hot Labs disconnected. Stage 3 alert issued locally. Contaminants in tram tunnels. Station shutdown and evacuation initiated. Code Omega sent.
Ooh.
The creatures we've
I
encountered
do
here,
not the way I
did they
get
come
loose.
from labs?
I think it's a
I'm
day or
sorry,
two
Commander.
ahead. Also helps
Inquiries
privacy
related to our
quicker. Right
research
now, I kind of
require
want that.
privileged access. Only executives of Binary Helix have that level of clearance.
Why were you taken offline?
In the event, Peak 15 must be sterilized for security purposes. My program and data are purged.
They kill you if something goes wrong?
My systems are permanently disabled. To be killed, I would need to be alive. I am merely a database program.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down
Alright,
in
let's do
accordance with
things.
emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
I want to get through these next 2 weeks fast because
User
I don't
alert.
want to watch Spy
Landline
Kids.
connection now exiting
back-to-back weeks of Spy Kids, guys. You guys are gonna kill me.
Passenger trams are offline. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency procedures. Manual restart
I'm gonna pass these
required.
2 weeks to get to New Hampshire.
User alert. Landline
Fix what I'm typing because it's parts of something that isn't even words. Tired. I will look at the puppy pictures and videos, obviously. Do I have any better, armor? No. 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 You drunk? I wish.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Nope, just tired. I think you'd like in Normandy, the back New Hampshire. I would so adopt my cousin. Like, aw. There you are. Why get rid of them?
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Yeah, poor puppers. Gonna be working 2 jobs, so like taking care of them. They're usually in the cage all day. Aww.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Yeah, poor puppy.
Perimeter clear.
Will not be so puppy and tear things up and live and keep them in one spot because. Well, Ein gets locked up in the kitchen when he's on his own, but he has the whole kitchen to himself, and that's just because, like, it's easier to, like, keep things out of his reach there. If we didn't lock him up, he'd probably spend the whole day sleeping on the couch, but, you know. Play with you in your lap, but he is big. Yeah, Ein's the same way. He thinks he's a lap dog, but he's 80 pounds. Yeah, exactly.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub. User alert. Loose contaminants in the decontamination chamber. Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
Inadvisable?
They're locked in.
That door.
Control group, loosen them. They're in. Can't escape. The tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Get out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here?
Among my people.
There's a lock-up cage thing we had tied on the house until we learned that these things are released to destroy everything, corrected them until they learn to stop. I mean, Ein has a kennel, but he never really gets put in there anymore. You know, pets while young, but we're gonna, if you're not gonna. Yeah, exactly. Oh, hey. Ein also doesn't spend very much time on his own. Usually someone is here with him at all times. It's the kind of thing I just never did. Yeah. Yep. Agree exactly, Riku.
Destination, Rift Station. Now arriving at Rift Station, Binary Helix Research Facility.
Wah wah. I'm sleepy. Not ready to go back to work yet. Wrong. That's human emotion trying to be logic.
Stand down. Sorry, we couldn't be sure what was on the tram.
Can those things work trains controls?
Hell if I know. I'm not assuming any goddamn thing. Look, You're human, and that's enough that I won't shoot. But I'd like to know who you are.
I'll tell you, okay. Stop by and give her attention. Take care of whatever they
I was
needed.
sent to find an Asari
Moms
matriarch.
and not travel.
Venezia?
Cage is considered abuse
Yeah,
for human
she
to
came
humans.
through here. The aliens overran the hot labs last week. Only Han Olar got out, and he ain't all there anymore. First we knew the bastards were clawing into my command post. We had a lot more staff then.
I'm packing fire and steel. They want to fight with claws and teeth, it's their funeral.
You got my support. The board sent an Asari to clean up the mess. She went to the hot labs yesterday. We haven't heard from her since.
I've got business with her. Stay out of my way.
All I can do is hold out here and protect the civilians. There's an emergency elevator out by the trams. This card will let you activate it. Can take you down to the hot labs. Oh, and if you need any first aid, Dr. Cohen's downstairs in the med bay.
Tell me about Rift Station.
I can't talk about everything. What do you need to know?
Tell me about the defenses here.
Secure enough that you shouldn't poke in corners.
I just wanted to offer some deployment advice. You're lucky these things are dumb animals. 3 coordinated guys can take this place.
Have you checked the layout yet? Easily defensible by a few people. That's not counting the automated defenses.
Automated defenses can be overridden.
What impresses me most is the turrets, alarms, and
Oh,
cameras.
shit.
They're all routed through a central location out by the quarantine labs. One guy can lock down the whole facility. The security hub's the last logical fallback, and we'd have cover from the turrets all the way.
What kind of research is done here?
What are you getting, Riku? I want to know.
It's me. I'm not supposed to know. So long as people don't start dying, it's not my problem.
What can you tell me about the aliens?
Ask Dr. Olar. He's the only one who made it out of the hot labs. He's the only Volus left in here.
I need to know more about the situation in the hot labs.
The facility's off the network. The only way to find out would be to send scouts down the elevator, and I won't send my people to their death.
Did the aliens come from inside the facility, or did they attack from the outside?
You want my personal opinion? Labs like that exist to do stupid crap that gets people killed.
Tell me about the structure of the hot labs.
It's built into one of the glaciers further down the mountain. Real old, thick, stable. Something goes wrong, they heat it up and sink it into the ice. Normally, the crew gets to the labs using a tram from Central Station. We've got an elevator that connects directly, but it's for emergency use only. Listen. I'm not sending my people down there. It's too dangerous. You understand?
You're certain the matriarch is still in the hot labs?
She hasn't come back here. You came through Central Station, so she ain't there.
How are your people holding up?
We weren't expecting the initial wave. They made it inside. We lost some good people. Those of us left are shorthanded. We've kept order.
How to know bacon in this place other than bacon
I
bits?
don't like it, but I don't see an
I
alternative.
want bacon.
I've got work to do.
Yeah, I hear that.
Okay, Riku. I want to know what she's
Hell,
having.
Man the perimeter! Look out!
Thanks for the help. Every few hours, a group comes up the tram tunnel. It's actually better since we locked down the elevator.
We're all in the same boat.
I do
I
too,
don't know why they
right?
keep throwing themselves against our defenses. Even animals should learn not to stick their noses where it hurts.
When she, but I want to know now. It's my money and I want it now.
Where did they come from? Were they in the lab? I never went in the high security areas.
She's not bacon or making bits. Aw. I'm gonna have sausage with my breakfast.
You're a member of the science teams.
Recently transferred, yes.
What do you do here?
Molecular genetics. I specialize in biotic-enhanced allele-specific hybridization.
Yeah, that's a bit technical for me.
I am very good at tracking inherited variations in genetic sequences. I'm sure you would find it quite dull.
You seem less upset about this
I'm
situation.
feeling for Ashley. She wants corned beef or hash. So I don't know. She tried at me. Corned beef. Ugh.
Tell me about yourself.
I'm judging.
Alice from the University of Arrayas. Is there anything in particular you want to know, or should I just spout random facts?
No need to be so rude.
You are interrupting my meditations. Precisely how rude must I be to convince you to leave?
Tell me about yourself.
I already did that.
Sorry, I'll leave.
Then I will return to my meditation.
Whatever.
Uncertain. I welcome you. Cautiously, I am curious to know what you're doing here.
It seems I've been caught up in events.
Sympathetically. Everyone here could say the same. For now, with forced cheer, I still have a limited supply of equipment to sell.
Given the situation,
hey Riku, what'd you get?
To the defense.
Pointedly, I give freely to Captain Ventralis. You, delicately, are not paid to protect us.
Welcome back.
Let's have a look.
Regretfully, most of my stock is being appropriated by Captain Ventralis.
Ooh. Ooh. Gimme. I can't answer that question. Croissant, egg and cheese sausage sandwich, potatoes and coffee. You know where you lost me, right? Minus the sausage? Nah, sausage is good.
What do you want?
I've had a long day. Don't piss me
Thinking
off.
about I can't eat it anymore.
Yes,
I'm gonna stop getting down because I'm trying to watch Normandy stream. Hello.
What happened to these people?
They're suffering from a toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement.
The coffee? Yep, the coffee.
Shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
Suit yourself.
I'm just trying to avoid an incident.
What happened to these people?
They're
I like
suffering from a
sausage.
toxin. There was an accident. I have a non-disclosure agreement. I shouldn't discuss it with anyone outside of the company.
But you're going to, because I might be able to help.
I'd like to think that the company finds our lives more valuable than their secrets. You know Mira, the VI for Peak 15? She handles the safety protocols for our experiments here.
You should consider doing safer experiments.
All progress requires... Look, is this really the time for an ethics debate? We lost the connection to Mira in the middle of an
I
experiment.
do like sausage.
Quarantine failed. These three were exposed to a toxin, something we were working on.
I need full cooperation if I'm gonna help. Do you want these people to live? If not, I'll walk out of here.
No, wait. It's a bioweapon. based on an exotic life form discovered on the frontier. They wanted something that could kill the creature, but there was no profit in something that kills one species on the frontier. We kept working on it and adapted it to affect more species. Thoros B is highly infectious, but can't pass from one person to another, like a biowar attack without a pandemic spread.
Damn Solarians just love to play with bugs.
Militaries,
Depending on the sausage, I love it.
they'll get this kind of weapon one way or another, and we're trying to limit the damage. I know you can't see that.
You made this, but can't cure it. Don't you people take notes?
Our first priority was getting it working. We were close to synthesizing an antidote when Mira went down. Our notes and equipment are locked in the quarantine labs. Captain
No
Ventress
problem.
doesn't want to risk more contamination.
I like and love it. I also don't mind making things I don't like for others, as long as I know ahead of time how you can get it and make it. Ah.
Is he right to keep people out?
No, the toxin has a brief period of viability. After that, it breaks down into simple protein chains. But he won't listen to me.
I'll talk to Ventralis for you, but I don't have the training for that.
No, of course. You don't look like a biochemist. No offense.
How's the science team holding up?
Better than Ventralis' guards. They've been on alert since the first attack. They've been administering stims at their request. But every species needs to sleep. They're getting twitchy, irrational.
Are you the doctor here?
I'm a doctor, but not the doctor. My specialty is microbiology, not first aid.
But I don't like that
Dr.
food
Sarah,
maker
but
for others.
We lost him.
I make food that I like.
The automatics can
Does that make sense?
Mira runs them.
Talk to you later.
I hope you can do something.
And then I eat it. Oh. This is glitching out.
Something you need?
I've heard about the problems in the quarantine lab. I'd like to recover the toxin cure.
God, I wish we could help those guys. I really do, but we can't risk contamination now.
If we survive, your employers will want a report from me. I wonder how much insurance they have on their scientists.
All right, you want to gamble with your life, you're not under my command. I'll have the guard let you in, but he'll lock the door behind you. He'll run a full scan before he'll let you out. If there are any anomalies, you stay in there.
Great. He's stuck unless he decides we're healthy.
I'll radio ahead.
Glitch out party? Hell yeah.
I've got work to do.
You and me both.
I've never seen that glitch before. All the times I played this game. I want sausage. Hello.
You came to find out about them, didn't you?
Are you trying to be cryptic or are you just nuts?
I wish I were crazy. It would be easier.
I need to know more about those things out there.
About the Rachni?
Don't screw with me, they can't be Rachni.
The Krogan wiped them out 1,000 years ago.
They found it in a derelict ship. An egg. Waiting since the last battles. They brought it here.
Shut up! God, you want to get us killed?
I don't have any control over who lives or dies here. Do you?
If you're gonna be crazy, be the quiet kind.
Crazy? I'm sane. God, am I sane?
I heard you were at the hot labs. How did you make it out alive?
I killed her.
What?
Hey JD, how you doing?
Doctors on Muir. We were going to lunch when the alarms went off. I ran into the tram and I closed the doors. She banged on the window once, then they sliced her to pieces. Her head came apart like a melon. I closed the door. I killed her.
The only thing you could do was save yourself.
Of course. That is perfectly true.
Could Matriarch Benezia survive in the hot labs?
It's possible. The specimens were sensitive to biotics.
I'll be leaving now.
Mine. But excuse me. Good morning.
You're not part of the crew.
My name's Shepard.
Look, Plague doesn't care who you are. This lab is under quarantine. What are you?
What's wrong with the toaster?
I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
I'm still a little fucked up, but I'm
They
better.
also said you have to prove you're not
How you doing?
contaminated to get out.
You already answered.
Death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade. What do you want?
I have Ventralis' permission to go in there.
Yeah, he radioed. He also said you have to prove you're not contaminated. You got a death wish? You should stand watches on the barricade.
Okie dokie. LOL. It's bipolar as hell. I bought bipolar toaster, huh? Okay, there's that and that, and cat in the hat. Brave little bipolar toaster. Wait, what?
Your mission ends here.
Good morning, Tasha Riku.
What the hell?
What happened to Ventralis' man?
I didn't have permission to come in. He got in my way. I was ordered to eliminate you should the opportunity arise. And here you are, trapped in this lab. Weapons free!
Wah, 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 wah. Burns black even if it's not in there long. You made the cure. I did make the cure. And I leveled up. Because it's barely toasted and no one hasn't moved.
They came out of there.
That door's locked. How can I get in?
A team lead would have access. Like
Normal.
Cohen.
Normal difficulty.
I'll be leaving now.
At least I think that's what I'm on. Is that what I'm on? Yep, normal.
Is that the cure? You did it?
I was ambushed in the lab you sent
Never
me.
tried a Renegade run playthrough because it gets my
You were
wiring.
attacked?
It's not my first time.
I don't know anything about that. I hate conflict. I've never even
Think about doing a Dragon Age Renegade run after this.
Look, the guards, they've been more on edge since you got here. I think they were expecting you. And there are more labs in the back. The guards won't even let me back there. Just people with clearance.
What about the maintenance area? Do you have access to that?
Not looking forward to Vermeer.
Maintenance area?
Why?
Yes, take my pass.
I don't have to
There's
kill
no
Rex there.
snow back there. Let me see that file. An extension on Phelps' work? I thought he was on the right track. I can't thank you enough that... Oh, God, what a cliche. You saved their lives, do you know that?
And I almost lost mine. Thanks is all I get? We need to be at peak to fight those aliens. Give us a metagel.
Of course, here. You didn't get these from me. Ventralis wanted them saved for his people. I need to administer this. Thanks again.
Nobody's like, how dare? We're not. Although, for a Renegade run, he really should be dead to get the best result, but we're not. No, you don't have to kill him on a Renegade run. Well, in a pure Renegade run, yes, you do eventually have to kill him in Mass Effect 3, but you don't have to kill him in Mass Effect 1. Hey, Venus, how you doing? Oh, okay, good. Venus! Hey, V. Hi, ladies. Yeah. It's a pure Renegade run, so it's gonna have to happen. Yes, how's the wife? How's the kid?
You do not know the privilege of being a mother. There is power in creation. To shape a life, turn it toward happiness or despair. Her children were to be ours, raised to hunt and slay Saren's enemies.
Oh, I'm doing okay.
You faced an Asari commando unit before. Few humans have.
You won't look so smug with a hole in your head.
Your insolence is a poor mask.
You'd be like, okay, I'll let you not be paying for a little bit. So precious, I'm glad the little girl's resting. No longer tired and hungry? I'm still tired and hungry. In the bathroom for a while, think she's sleeping in there. I can't blame her. Ow. There we go. Gun the silver with the warp. Nice! Weird that happened. Government gave me money that wasn't my SSI. Huh.
Everything is
Very good. Lily was up. She doesn't have school. She wasn't bothering when she's eating in bed. Oh, my son in the house. Help her or dad. Ricky, you got a bonus. Yes.
I expected better from Asari Commandos.
I will not betray him. You will. You must listen. Saren still whispers in my mind. I can fight.
Oh, joy, a bonus.
Briefly.
How old is Lily?
But the indoctrination is strong.
Why are you able to break free of his control now?
Can they do that every
I
month?
sealed a
Right?
part of my mind away from the indoctrination, saving it for a moment when I could help destroy him.
13. Wow.
It will not last long.
You chose to join with Saren. You just got more than you bargained for.
This will be my first month this year that I didn't get a check from YouTube.
As your hands torture and murder. I was powerless, nothing but a tool for Saren. He sent me here to find the location of the Mu relay. Its position was lost thousands of years ago.
How does something that big go missing?
Every I ask about work itself too, and get bonuses for they won't.
The shockwave propelled the relay.
I'll be getting my yearly raise next month. That'll be nice. Only be like 3-4%, but still.
Passed, the nebula created by the nova enveloped the relay. It is difficult to find any cold object in interstellar space, particularly something swathed in hot dust and radiation.
15, 13, 11, and 3.
Tell me where the Mu gate is.
So many children.
Of course, Commander. I transcribed the data to an OSD. Take it, please.
Knowing the relay's location isn't enough. I need to know where to go from there.
Saren wouldn't tell me his destination, but you must find out quickly. I transmitted the coordinates to him before you arrived. You have to stop.
You know, we're currently watching the Mario movie right now. Which one?
I can't. His teeth are up my ear.
The classic or the new one?
My spine. You should.
She does.
You should.
He would survive one child.
Die.
I've got a dog. That's my child. She stays at me. And she knocked me on my ass. Almost have 2 kids, but I want to have 3.
You will have to stop him, Shepard.
First you turn on the Council, now on Saren. You're not loyal to anything, are you?
I suppose that is how history will know me. No light. They always said there would be a...
It's a lot to take care of. It is a lot to take care of. One girl and 2 boys, that's my plan. Well, you got one out of the way. 14-year-old, I was forced into signing over, but yes, I do. Say something about the boy thing, but would be rude.
This one serves as our voice. We cannot sing. Not in these low spaces. Your musics are colorless.
Who am I speaking to here?
We are the mother.
Want to have a girl first, actually? Well, you did a good job. I mean, the gender thing is up to the guy, so good luck, V.
We are Rachni.
Is it? It is.
I didn't come here to talk to bugs.
The children we birthed were stolen from us before they could
learn
to sing.
Mm-hmm, it is.
They are
Yep.
lost to silence. And their suffering.
Man, then guess I won't have like 7 boys.
They will only cause harm as they are.
I don't understand. Why are your children killing people?
These needlemen, they stole our eggs from us. They sought to turn our children into beasts of war, claws with no songs of their own. Our elders are comfortable with silence. Children know only fear if no one sings to them. Fear has shattered their minds.
Makes sense. A baby left alone in a closet until he's 16.
Well, people who want their heirs, but ending up all girls. What, Henry VIII?
I'm more than willing to wipe them out.
Such discordance bodes ill for what we must compose here. Before you deal with our children, we stand before you. What will you sing? Will you release us? Are we to fade away?
They protected that for sure when my daughter grows up.
There are acid tanks rigged up on that thing. Set them off. Millions of my ancestors died to put these things down. Don't let them come back.
Commander, some old grudges in the galaxy. Grudges humans should stay out of. If we kill her, we kill the entire race.
Besides, in this one, yep, Right Night Queen is dying.
You have the power to free us.
That with you, V, and completely get it.
Turn our people to the silence of memory.
If I let you live, would you attack other races again?
No, I do not know what happened in the war. We only heard discordance, songs the
Oh boy, don't be too protective.
We would seek a hidden place to teach our children harmony. If they understand, perhaps we would return.
Are you a survivor from the war? A clone?
I do not know. We were only an egg, hearing Mother cry in our dreams. A tone from space hushed one voice after another. It forced the singers to resonate with its own sour yellow note. Then we awoke in this place, the last echo of those who came out from the singing planet. The sky is silent.
Make your peace with the galaxy. The Rachni are a dead race.
Commander, genocide is way beyond the scope of our mandate here.
Yeah, Riku.
Our mandate is whatever's necessary. If you don't have the guts to follow through, quit.
It is a fact.
Is our kind so frightening? You would seek our silence if you cannot muffle our songs? If you cannot have us as your obedient claws?
This time, stay dead.
We will not embrace the great silence.
Nature versus nurture. I'll probably play this game tomorrow or later tonight. I'm feeling like playing some Mass Effect or some Stellars. I just like, I get in a Mass Effect kick every so often. Bye-bye. I also figured there's not very many Renegade runs on YouTube. Like, every run that you see of Mass Effect on YouTube is always, like a Paragon run. So, why not put a Renegade run up? No problem, Venus. Enjoy drying hair? Still Lars doesn't make you tired. Oh, dude.
Are you here to secure the situation?
If by secure you mean
yes, say hi.
See, sure.
The music.
I am certain you are having strong feelings, but what has happened here, it is our fault. You understand?
I understand that we'll be dead soon. Talk fast.
Binary Helix found an egg. It was on a derelict ship, thousands of years drifting. This was Ragnai's ship. Inside they find many eggs in cryogenic suspension.
They should have destroyed it. Why hatch it?
Binary Helix planned to clone Ragnai, mass produce them.
Regardless of that fact.
But when they get here, they find this egg is not a common Ragnai. It is a queen.
Hey, Craig, how's it going?
Lays eggs. They move her to Rift Station.
Yo.
They are thinking that without her, they can raise the babies to be obedient.
Hold on. Don't you need a male to get eggs?
Queens are born carrying the genetic code of their
Craig,
fathers.
what's up?
Eggs are carried away from the colony to hatch alone. Queens can lay eggs in hours and have a colony in days. This is how they spread so quickly.
Separating them from their mother didn't work.
This was exactly the wrong thing to do.
Yo.
Thinking that without a queen, develop properly.
Fuck me.
Bears. These Ragnai are uncontrollable.
Are you telling me I shouldn't kill these things?
Actually, I was to tell you the opposite.
Lily just woke up.
These Ragnai are beyond saving. It is a sad
Why am I awake?
They must be euthanized.
Why I've been streaming for an hour and a half already.
Purge must be set off.
I'm not familiar with the purge system.
It creates bursts of neutron radiation, kills everything within the station. Things beyond get genetic damage of varying degree.
I don't have time for this. If the matriarch isn't here, we're leaving.
I do not want so
Well,
much to
nothing
be
wrong
here
lately sleeping in if you can.
System, she will not let you leave. Is fail safe. You understand?
This is a congratulatory stream.
Maybe they spread.
I do. I want to start getting into a really good stream schedule again.
Not so well.
How do we set off the purge?
Arming controls are nearby.
He's gonna go, ugh.
The key. Then I will give clear destruction.
Thanks, you're cute. I haven't even left bed. Lucky. I already took a shower and everything. A really bad headache, though. Oh, well, yeah, I've done that before. Just laying in bed, refusing to get up.
Connecting. I have full access to the
I don't know what I want to do my day off. I can think of things to do.
I'm sorry, but I can't do that.
To do a sleep walk?
Authorization.
6 Emperor Tyrann 3.
That is not correct code. Please report to security for arrest and interrogation.
Sorry, I just enjoy that line.
Purge. I'm sorry, but I can't.
When you work so much, you can't figure that out.
Code
I enjoy doing nothing.
0200079. Code Omega local execution.
Verified. Code Omega mega execution in 120 seconds.
There we go. Help you with yard work. There you go. Well, my new job, I actually get my weekends off now. Getting Saturday off every week's kind of nice. Days off, so that's why it's kind of, yeah, that does make it rough. I like having my days off, you know, back to back. Same. Used to work every Saturday myself.
What's our next move, Commander? Head for the Mu Relay?
The Mu Relay could link to dozens of systems. Unless we know exactly where Saren's going, we'd just be wasting our time.
The Commander's right. We can't rush off blind. We need more to go on.
What about Liara Tassoni? The Matriarch's daughter. Isn't she some kind of expert on
I still haven't gotten Liara.
Yeah, right. Her mother was working for Saren.
Oh, and that mess. It's a 3-day weekend for the holiday.
Venezia helped us in the end. Maybe Liara will too. At the very least, we should head for the Artemis Tau cluster to find her.
Who put you in charge? Did the commander resign when I wasn't looking?
I give the orders around here. I'll decide where we go next. Is that clear?
Of course, Shepard. I was only trying to help.
We're done here. Crew, dismissed.
Novaria report is away, Commander. You want me to patch it through to the Council?
Kind of want to finish my Oras run since I caught a modest Mega Ray with
Setting up the link
Intimidate.
now,
Nice!
Is this report accurate, Commander? You found Rachni on Novaria?
Found them and wiped them out. Do you take pleasure from committing genocide, Shepard?
It's nice I get a holiday pay for my birthday tomorrow, and I don't have to work. Lucky.
Depends on the species, Turian.
Commander, you are addressing a member of the Council. You will show the proper respect.
I have a mission to complete.
Oh, that is
The
nice.
mission must always come first. Just be aware that your actions can have far-reaching consequences.
We'll be waiting for your next report, Commander.
Alright. Let's go talk to people.
Boy, am I glad to be off of Novaria. I don't know which was worse, the cold or the corporations. One will freeze your balls off, the other will sell them out from under you. With all due respect, Commander.
I have to go.
I don't have balls, says Shepard. One. I get my birthday off this year too, but it's just naturally off. Yes, happy early birthday.
Do you have some time to talk now, Commander?
Let's hear it, Lieutenant. I'm always open to my officers.
I've been thinking about the Novaria mission, about what we did to the Rachni. You had to make some tough calls to get us this far, and it looks like... well, it looks like there's gonna be some more. I'm just saying, try to leave yourself a way out. I've seen what cutting corners can do, and I'd hate to have that happen to you, Shepard.
Thanks.
Commander.
It's a personal observation, Caden.
Maybe that's not my place. I don't want to send any bad signals, Commander. Just, working on what I've picked up. You tell me if I'm going too far.
I'd love to, but I haven't the faintest idea what you're talking about.
It is my experience that once someone lets something slide, it tends to pick up speed.
Happy early birthday, Obito?
You're talking about a particular example, aren't you?
You know the records about the biotic trading out on Jump Zero? They're all classified. Because the Alliance made mistakes.
I can't read, jeez, Craig.
Kinetics was set up to track Element Zero exposures and develop implants for humans. Once we had an embassy on the Citadel, Kinetics could bring in experts instead of taking it slow.
Is there some reason we couldn't learn it on our own?
They didn't know where to start. Hell, it took a couple of years to even link
I always have Mondays off, but you know how it works with our job. I still get the holiday pay. Best part, I have Mondays off with the Monday Mahal. Yeah, very true. Thank you, thank you. Yes, everyone, early happy birthday, everyone. Mine was last month. Really early birthday.
The only experts would have to be aliens.
Dead on. Turians, actually. That's why Kinetics kept it a secret. They were afraid of what people back home would think, asking the Turians for
happy belated birthday.
war with them.
The Asari would have been more acceptable than the Turians.
Yes, but the company didn't go through the Citadel. It would have made Earth look weak, so they discreetly hired some Turian mercenaries.
Get your knuckles rapped a few times, Lieutenant?
Yeah, you could say that. Our instructor was a Turian by the name of Commander Vernus. To introduce himself, he liked to say, "I was at the helm of the dreadnought that killed your father." Well, I told him my dad wasn't in the war. He'd retired to Vancouver.
Hey, Pizza, how you
He had
doing?
an inland home that matured to new beachfront.
Hey.
Vernus had it in for me after that. He cut corners, pushed hard. I mean, you either came out a Superman or a wreck. A lot of kids snapped. A few died. The point of all of this, I guess, is that when you cut corners, it's not always obvious who pays for it.
It's a few days less than a month. I'm gonna be 43. That's not true.
I'm 32, Shepard.
My bad.
Serve as long as I have without coming to terms with yourself.
53.
You also learn that if someone is special to you,
Liar.
help them. Try to keep them from making mistakes.
Special, huh?
If I'm out of luck,
I'm 43 right now.
You're not out of line, Caden. But there are regs.
I get you, Shepard. I don't make a habit of complicating the chain of command. Just think.
If you're 43, I'm 82.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
I've wasted enough of your time for now, Commander. We'll have time for personal debriefings later.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Killing Saren's, what was
I'm about to be 42.
second in command advisor? Anyway, it should set him back a bit. I guess we'll be the ones to tell Dr. Tassoni. It's a hell of a thing to drop on her.
Any opinion on the Rachni?
Off the record, if we had the option, I'd as soon have left it to the Council. We weren't out here during the Rachni War. I'm not sure we had any
Congrats.
business getting
My birthday is in July. I'll be 34. My birthday's in July, and I'll be 38.
We'll talk later, Caden.
I'd like that.
I had to think about that for a second. I'll be old. That's what I'll be, old.
What do you want, Shepard?
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to survive.
Why not stay and help?
What is age but a number?
I tried to
Hey,
help,
that number matters for
but I
some
had to leave.
things.
What happened?
I was betrayed.
42?
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war.
Levels in your
Other
level.
tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who survived the war with the Turians. he was old, and so were his ideas.
She's not. She's lying. She's younger than me.
Continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
Body change.
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he
no, turning 53, I'm 43 right now.
Changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged to
mentally 43.
A meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead.
This made me feel old by legit 42.
From where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
Jared was your father?
Ow.
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere.
In roughly 5 years, I will be 4.
Join him. He gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly.
So you are -1?
I escaped with my life, but not before
no, she's 43.
Dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
You must have family other than your father. Don't you miss them?
No.
Oh well, -1.
Family's armor.
Riku's age hopping got it.
Nothing left for me.
Yep.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
Alright, Ashley. We'll talk.
Commander?
What's your opinion of the last mission?
You mean the Rachni, right? They were dangerous, Commander. They proved that 2,000 years ago.
Watching YouTube from the womb.
Decision, ma'am. You know, when we pick up that Asari scientist...
Mom's 28, me 31.
That's gonna suck.
143 here.
Commander.
Do you have a few minutes?
How'd you get a phone in there?
One-on-one?
Sure. I was just
very painfully.
Oh, before I go, we saw Caden in a news vid about the Normandy. He's cute. Later, sis.
I mean, when you do the age flip, it sort of happens.
Let's pretend
I'm 34 till November.
Are you interested in the lieutenant, Chief?
No, ma'am. And anyway, Scuttlebutt says he's already sweet on someone. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on family mail.
Chief, should you be that casual with your commanding officer?
Sorry, Commander. Too much in the family mindset. My sisters and I have always been close. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
Did your father serve with the fleet?
Yeah. Took any crap posting he could get that off space time. You know what? He worked his ass off trying to get recognized, but he never made it above serviceman 3rd class. He was real proud when I met Chief. First thing he did was salute.
What about your mother? You haven't mentioned her.
You must know what military wives are like.
So many high-age people
they
here.
Have to be able to raise kids while Dad's away on a
yeah, well, them lying.
She has a degree in planetary geology. She and Dad both wanted to see new worlds. She gave up her career to raise us, though.
You have more than one sister? Sounds like a big family.
Yeah, I'm the oldest, then Abby, then Lynn. Sarah's the youngest. She's still in high school. With 4 girls, Dad used to say he felt more outnumbered at home than on maneuvers.
Where did you grow up?
All over.
It's because all the younger ones are sleeping.
We
True.
transferred a half a dozen times before I finished grade school. You go where personnel
You,
command
Norm?
sends you, right?
What about me? I'm old.
That's why I'm so tight with my sisters.
I'm older than you.
We'd have to leave all our friends every 2 or 3 years.
Next, you'll tell me you all ran across green fields.
This is old people.
Don't knock show tunes. I might have to take exception. Things were tense between Sarah
I know at
and
least
Laura.
one is busy running around.
Bonded.
Sounds like a story. Feel like sharing?
Sarah got herself a boyfriend who wanted to go faster than she did.
And I'll go to the same home and play games, right?
I
mean, how old are you? How old am I? I'm 37.
Lynn would send me these worried vid mails, and I'd tell her to relax.
Where were you when this was going on?
I was on active duty. Sarah's graduating high school this year. This was only a couple of years back. They were on Amaterasu. At the time, I was assigned to Chernobog. Same cluster, but a dozen LY away. Close enough to talk regularly.
That's what will end up happening in the future, right?
I couldn't afford a fast packet flight.
You ask me, boys need a cold shower that lasts from age 12 to 25.
Oh, wow. Wow.
They have their uses, ma'am. Not all of them.
Years of the gamer.
Mike thought they'd go for a romantic walk in the woods, because he figured it was past time they did the deed. She levered Mike face first into a tree and left. Didn't have a scratch on her. Good thing Mom and Dad had us all learn some kind of self-defense.
I don't look that young.
And walked Sarah to school for a few days.
I want to do one of those homes. I have enough insanity. We'll just up the ante.
Why didn't you tell the police?
Yeah, I think so. I'll find a good old people home. Those 7's still young. I don't feel it.
I said it was her call to make. That we should let her do it her way. Mom was pretty pissed about that.
You said all of your sisters
Thanks,
were in
Craig.
self-defense?
Lynn did pistol practice.
I may have to build us our own building and deal with us too much.
Sarah took
I'd like to get like an apartment building. Give each one of us a floor. How about that?
Likes big skirts and tops you have to tie her into. I do great things to her figure, though.
So, what did you learn?
One of Dad's friends taught me Marine hand to hand.
Sarah couldn't have been fond of you escorting her.
Embarrassed the hell out of her.
Tasha's 33, so can you, her sister then?
Sarah had told her friends, so everyone at school
Needs to get rich so we can. Yeah, exactly. If Kieran was on here, he'd be the oldest in chat.
Look, let me handle it.
I don't think Kieran shows up to my streams very often. ...
She just let him vent. Then he tried to punch her. I swear, she just flowed around him. Next thing I knew, he's face down on the sidewalk, and there's blood everywhere.
She cracked him in the face.
I just turned 31.
When he swung, she just...
I did not fully compute what you said. Normally repeat. I was reading more than anything. I don't know.
She told the paramedics he fell.
Made me.
Before they took him to the hospital, Mike touched Sarah's arm. I thought he was going to end up on the ground again. But he hung his head, whispered, "I'm sorry," and started crying. And she hugged him. The Williams way
made you a year younger.
Commander, we do things when we're ready. Not before, not after.
Now, you were right about one thing. That wasn't interesting. And what was your father doing all this?
Dad always wanted
an apartment building, and we all get a floor.
Under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners.
Yeah, typos will do that.
Councils, governments.
Bored now.
Is the rest of your life story this dull?
So you both said, yep, exactly.
On their first tour, Commander. Some of us just live ordinary lives. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though.
Is he a zombie?
He's not a zombie, is he?
You know, from heaven, wherever that is.
That's a tall apartment building. Can I have the lower floor? But sounds cool.
That depends on whether you have a problem with people who don't believe in God.
Commander, I'm not some kind of zealot. I believe in God. What everyone else believes is their business. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
Dismissed, Chief.
Ma'am.
Can we get through Garrison Tally before the end of the stream?
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with C-Sec a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting things.
I bet you have. Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian genetic.
Or to have him come into play? I don't know.
That case was a bit.
Oh yeah, there'll definitely be a stall, an elevator.
Why were you investigating him?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was.
You should move stuff in and out of the rooms. Yep.
You've seen this before on the Citadel?
Every so often, some lab sells unwanted parts through the black market, but they're not as bad as the psychos. I remember this one L-Corps diplomat we caught in my first year on the job. He was hacking people up and selling their organs. Had the station in a bit of a panic. But this case wasn't that clear-cut. Turns out there was more going on than we first realized.
So how did you figure out what was happening?
First,
spiral staircase all the way up.
DNA tests. But the weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist.
Place everyone lives used to one another. Yeah, exactly. No, Craig.
No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, like the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set.
They have 4 balls.
Somebody's making a killing out there.
What'd you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation.
Me 11 p.m. Need sleep. Have a good night, Venus.
One of them, I came across something suspicious.
Random landings at 90-degree turns.
Good thinking. Lackeys are always easier to scare.
Exactly. Though in this case it paid off in a different way. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find
there are 4 balls. 90.
All over his body. Some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
So he was growing spare parts in his own employees.
Night.
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside.
I never miss up to make you yell up the card reference. No, you don't.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never caught him.
Why not? What the hell happened?
This blow should be in my chair since that's what happens. Just sleep on the mattress on the floor.
Near a space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
But you went after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order.
A little racist to assume that the Asian roommate is helping her friend with math.
Destroyed so close to the Citadel.
Random.
I told them those hostages were dead anyway. We just used them to make more organs. They wouldn't listen.
No wonder you hated it there. Those idiots just let him fly away.
Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
A few casualties is a small price to pay to stop someone like that.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, those hostages might be wishing they'd died by now anyway. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a joke, I guess. I told the military, but they weren't convinced it was him.
Because they were supposed to be. Yeah, I know. It just came out of nowhere.
But I just can't get anyone to check it out.
I'll
Not
check
a
out
bug.
the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go. If it's Leon, I want to be there when you find him.
Alright, guys. We're not going to have time to talk Tally. Unfortunately, we're going to have to do that tomorrow morning when we play more Mass Effect. Hit that save button. Shoutouts go to Craig, Riku, Natasha, Venus, Duckabito, JD. Scrolling. Ben was here as well. I appreciate you guys. Oh, and Cody was here. I appreciate you guys coming by and saying hello. I love you all. I hope everyone has a great day today. And I will see you guys tomorrow for some more Mass Effect. Yeah. Alright, guys. Have a good one.